Have you ever wondered why someone you haven't thought about in 10 or even 20 years suddenly appears in your dreams as if they never left? A childhood friend, an old teacher, a neighbor whose name you barely remember. You wake up confused, asking yourself one question: why them? The strange part is that dreams rarely follow the rules of memory. The people who fill our waking lives don't always appear at night. Instead, our minds often reach deep into forgotten corners, pulling out faces we believed had disappeared forever. But these dreams are not random. Hidden beneath them is a fascinating story about how the human brain stores memories, processes emotions, and quietly reshapes our past while we sleep. Day, your brain absorbs an astonishing amount of information. Conversations, faces, sounds, emotions, even tiny details you never consciously notice. Yet only a fraction of those experiences remain in your active memory. The rest aren't erased. They're simply filed away, like old photographs in an enormous archive hidden inside your brain. When you fall asleep, something remarkable begins. During certain stages of sleep, especially REM sleep, your brain becomes incredibly active. Instead of resting, it starts sorting through memories, strengthening some while weakening others. Scientists believe this process helps organize experiences, solve problems, and regulate emotions. In a way, your sleeping brain works the night shift, quietly reorganizing the story of your life. But why would it reopen files that haven't been touched in years? The answer may lie in how memories are connected. Your brain doesn't store memories like books lined up neatly on shelves. Instead, each memory is part of an enormous web. One smell can trigger a forgotten vacation. A familiar song can suddenly remind you of someone from childhood. Even if you never consciously noticed the connection, your brain did. Imagine walking past someone wearing the same perfume as your elementary school teacher. You don't consciously recognize the scent, but your brain does. Hours later, while dreaming, that hidden connection may bring your teacher back into your mind, not because you missed them, but because your brain followed invisible pathways linking one memory to another. Sometimes the person in your dream isn't really about that person at all. They may represent an emotion, a period of your life, or even a part of your personality. An old friend might symbolize freedom. A strict teacher could represent pressure or discipline. Your brain often uses familiar faces as symbols rather than literal memories. This symbolic language is one reason dreams can feel so confusing. The people you see are often actors playing roles in a story your unconscious mind is trying to tell. Psychologists have long suggested that dreams help us process unfinished emotions. While